What's going on, everybody? I am Wade Elliott, R&B pop singer, songwriter, and rapper, coming at you with another video yet again. Now we're starting this new schedule. If you didn't see my last post last Saturday, I'm just gonna update you and bring you up to speed real quick. I'm now only doing 2 videos a week. I'm doing Saturdays at the moment, posting at 5:15 Eastern Standard Time. That's 5:15 p.m. if y'all know, not a.m. So I'm gonna do that. This is also just frees me up on more time to do music and to work on other things besides that. So I can be everywhere at once, you know. So that's really the point of us doing 1 video a week if you didn't already see the video. So that's just a recap real quick. Now, this video is for my singers yet again. This video is for my singers, or anybody who is on the verge of being a better singer or just trying to be a singer, period. Now, again, many of us are playing shows and many of us aren't playing shows right now, but I'm going to give you a little bit of the sauce of things not to do before you perform. Things to do before you perform. I mean, things not to do before you perform. So, depending on what time you're going on that day, that night, you want to make sure, you do not want to stay up all night. You want to get as much sleep as possible, because when you're tired, your voice is tired, and then you don't sound the best as you can sound, or how you would normally sound. You are really tired, and singing takes a lot out of us as singers. We need all the rest. We need everything, all the rest we can get. I know a lot of band members, and the stereotype is like, oh, singers don't do anything. They don't lug stuff in, they don't load out anything. Well, first of all, if you aren't doing that, then you're just lazy, because all my years of being a singer, I've always helped. Plus, that also helps the morale of the band, and it's just, y'all are a team. Be a team, help buddies, help your friends in and out when you're about to perform, or even when you're loading out of your practice space. Help out. Don't be lazy. Come on, be a team. You are the singer, you are the singer, you are the face. Come on, be a team player with your buddies. You want to make sure you get a lot of sleep, so don't stay up all night playing video games or even recording. If y'all are recording or whatnot, try to get in earlier so you can get to bed earlier and what have you. So that covers that. Sleep. Do not stay up all night. You need sleep. We need sleep. Second, do not get hammered. Yeah, some folks say, oh yeah, I'm better when I'm drunk. Not really. You may think that in your head, and maybe your fans may believe that. It's like, oh, he never messes up when he's drunk. It's not good. It's not good for your vocal cords. You could really hurt yourself. Again, your vocal cords are about as size as your thumbnail. You want to take care of them. You don't want to get hammered drunk. If you want, start like a beer or 2, or if you want to take a shot or 2, if you're playing hours later, 1 hour before you go on stage, you want to stop drinking, and you want to try to get more water in you, because again, alcohol dries us out, dries our throats out, and it doesn't work as well as we want it to. Okay, yeah, maybe most of the time it works. One time it's gonna mess up. Maybe that one time is that very important gig that you need. Yeah, drink with your buddies and party on after. Go crazy afterwards. Go crazy after the show. But beforehand, kind of have some self-control and kind of just keep it to about 1 or 2. 1 or 2 is good. I used to take 2 Jaeger bombs. When I first got to the venue, we're already loaded in the back, getting ready to set up and check in and everything. I just go to the bar, take 2 Jaeger bomb shots, and that was good. And then afterwards, yeah, I go party. Beer, drinks, what have you. That's when I used to drink more heavily. I was a little more younger then. So yeah, don't get hammered before on stage. Yes, it is fun. I'm not going to lie to you there. It is fun when you're a little intoxicated, you're a little loose. Yes, sometimes you can drink on stage, but you can even drink on stage, but that's if you're, that's really on you. That's how you feel, based on you. Personally, I did say don't get drunk. Don't get drunk. If you want to drink on stage, that's on you. That's how your vocals feel. Like, again, going back to my last singer's tips, it's cold. It fries up your, not fries, but it freezes up your vocal cords, and you gotta warm them up again. Some people can get away with it, some people can't. If you want to try it, I recommend, if something is important, I say wait and don't get hammered beforehand. Wait till afterwards. You can take it as you will. It's up to you. Drugs, cigarettes, vaping. Again, if I'm not going to encourage anybody to do drugs, I'm with whatever y'all want to do. That's on your time. Y'all do what y'all do, and that's fine with me. This is for people who really don't. I suggest that you don't get, as well as hammered, don't get so tore up. I'll just say that. Don't get so tore up before your show. Again, afterwards, go crazy. That's what you want to do. Go crazy with everything, and have a good time, because that's what we were performing. That's why we were performing. We want to have a good time. We want to make sure our audience and our fans are having a good time too, and we want to give them the best show as possible. With cigarettes, again, that dries us out. Vaping, that dries us out. Any type of smoking or vaping, however, whatever you're doing with it, and however you're doing with it, it dries us out. So again, you need to stay hydrated, and excuse me, and you want to make sure you're good, because again, every show is important, but there's always that one fan that may not like you. I mean, it's just one extra fan that won't connect. Yeah, maybe you won't miss it, but maybe that one fan may have a connection, with another bar, another venue. Maybe they want to network with you. Who knows? But as far as your vocals go, again, 1 hour before you go on, just don't do anything. Just hydrate. Don't eat any dairy. You want to stay hydrated. Don't smoke. Don't vape. That 1 hour, and then after your show, go crazy. All right. Let's see. The fourth thing I want to cover here real quick, when not to do before performing, is do not show up late. You want to make sure you're punctual, because it's just like going to your job. When you're late for your job, your day job, or any appointment, you're late, you feel rushed, and you feel not yourself. You don't have your head together. Your head is scrambled. If you have anxiety, your anxiety is going crazy. You're very anxious, and you want to make sure you're the most relaxed as possible. We as singers need to be relaxed. We need to be in the zone. Singing is a lot of mental power. I'm trying to think of the right words I'm trying to say, but it's a lot of your mind. If you didn't know that, everything's in your mind. A lot of that it's very spiritual, if you will, if we don't want to admit it, but it actually is. It's very spiritual, and it's body, mind, and soul. Body, mind, and soul. So when you're late and you're rushing, you're losing that, and your anxiousness and your anxiety, and it's just not good for your performance. What I suggest is leave an hour early. If you know there's going to be traffic, leave 2 hours early. Not 2 hours before you're supposed to play, of course. I'm going to leave like 2 hours before you're supposed to check in. Normally I like to get there as soon as possible. Like say if we're playing at 5, I try to get there at 12. So beat the traffic. If there's maybe an accident, you beat that. And then you set up, you check in, and honestly, venues love it. They absolutely love it when you're super early. When you're early, because they're worried about if y'all are gonna show up, because they got a lot of stuff riding. Even promoters, like, they're putting their neck on the line to have, if you're a new gig that's working with them, they're worried about you even showing up, because there are bands, there are artists, and there are musicians out there that they show up late, or they don't show up at all. So even show up like 30 minutes before they have to play. I mean, why would you even do that? That cuts into your sound check. It just puts a damper on the mood, and it kills your performance. So don't be late. Like I said, I like to get there at 12, get there at 12, and I like to get there, talk with people. You know, here comes back to networking. You're talking with the sound guy again. And it gives you time to talk to the sound guy, gives you time to talk to the promoter. I went to a venue one time, they had, I think it was it Fuse TV? I think they're a thing still, but it was Fuse TV, it was a network, and they were doing interviews, I think with the venue, which of course, I wasn't really part of it, but if they were looking for somebody to talk to or interview about the venue, or even about what kind of music you are, that's an opportunity that you could have. You never know. So don't be late. Try to get there as soon as you can. Even if it's just you, like if the group, if you're in a group or whatever team, if you know they're running late, and you know you're just riding by yourself and you have like a good amount of gear with you. I don't know how some folks, if they're starting out, they travel in different cars before they have like a tour bus, or even like a passenger van. Go there by yourself. You know, grab some gear, just contribute, of course, but just go there early by yourself, and then just check in for your band. Be the first one, and then you look good, your band looks good, or your whole team looks good, and then you can relax. You can start having a drink, kind of loosen up a little bit, trying to get your head right. You know, because singers, we gotta get our heads right. We can't just. Most of the time, you can't just do it, because performing, it takes a lot out of us. You know, we're doing our moves, whatever you have, whatever moves like draggers you got, and you know you're warming up, your warm ups, you're stretching, all that stuff. It's just best to be punctual, just like going to a normal day job. Just don't be late. Try to be punctual when you're about to go perform. You know, the day of your show and everything. So don't be late. And I'm going to cover 5 here. So the 5th thing I want to say, what not to do before you perform, is of course piss off the sound guy. Of course, this goes back to the singer tips, but when it comes to your sound check, you want to be with that. You want to be on the good side of that the sound guy or that sound person, sound lady. You want to make sure you're good with them. You're talking like, hey, if they're there, that is, sometimes they show up late. I've experienced sound production teams showing up late, and which then cuts into that, which it happens. Unfortunately, you have to deal with it. But if they are there on time, or when you're checking in, try to let them know what kind of sound you are. If you're even if sometimes that's one thing. If you're like kind of, I know when I was in a band, a lot of bands hated opening, but honestly, that's like the best time to kind of get your sound in, like dial your own sound in. Yes, they're also trying to figure out the sound that night, so you're kind of a guinea pig, but you're also, if y'all are on it right, like, hey, you have more time to fix your monitors. If you have in-ear monitors, fix your wedges, you know, like, hey, I'm not working on it. You can possibly have the best sound as possible coming up, because the next person, yeah, they might be dialed in a little bit, and it's going to go faster. They're not going to have that intimate time to kind of get that sound in, versus, you know, the headliner, they're probably going to come in and sound check way before you, and then they're just going to go do their own thing. But it gives you time to work with the sound guy, and of course, don't piss them off. Of course, again, going back to my tips, it reflects on you. So now, if you like these, let me know in the comments below. If you want to know more of these of what not to do when you're performing as a singer, just let me know. Also, of course, make sure you subscribe, make sure you ring the bell icon, and of course, give me a like. Appreciate it. I'm going to give more of these again next Saturday. I'm going to give you some more stuff. Again, our schedule is Saturdays now, 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Alright, so I hope you like this video, and I hope you guys have a great day. And of course, come connect with me on Instagram, and of course you can email me. Everything's down in the description below. So thank you so much.